Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Daniel Jones and the New York Giants taking on Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Chicago Bears and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Velus Jones now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now here come the Bears, and at the helm is someone that they have a lot of hopes for leading this franchise. The 11th pick in 2021 out of Ohio State, Justin Fields.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdown passes.
And they got the win.
And they got the win, so I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete there to Beckham. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. On 3rd down, Herbert. And this will be a Bears first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. The Bears at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself at an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot. Find a way to win some games and keep moving forward.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On play action, Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
They'll try and run for it. And he's got some space here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
I don't believe that was called right here in the moment. I believe this was called during practice this week, that he was going to decide to be aggressive even on his own side of the field.
Just you mean because it's the opening drive? Maybe they had this scripted?
I think that he just talked about it with his team and said, listen, I'm confident in you. If we end up in this situation, we'll go for it early just to set a tone in this game.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play and who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it, and on that play he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
Off play action, Fields. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing third down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's Fields. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up second and goal. First and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on second and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Odell Beckham. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. Here come the Giants, led out by their former 6th overall pick out of Duke back in 2019. Daniel Jones under center.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, the Bears and the Giants both looking to improve their passing games in 2022. That's for sure. Last year, the Bears ranked number 30 in the NFL in passing yards. The Giants actually one spot worse at number 31. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Barkley with a carry on first down, and he'll get about 4. So 2nd and 6 forthcoming. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Jones.
Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Throwing, Jones.
He finds his man. It's Robinson.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They'll look to throw again. That's complete to the tight end, Akins.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a
touchdown, Giants. Jordan Akins, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. We switch the attention now to Khalil Herbert as this offense comes out for their next drive.
First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
I'm sure he said challenge accepted. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Chicago trusted Darnell Mooney to step up and be their top wide receiver, and he gave them a 1,000-yard season in return. They're certainly hoping that a third-year wideout can form a lasting connection with second-year quarterback Justin Fields. Looks like that connection is starting to pay off, this time for a first down.
A handoff for Herbert. He's got room at the 30. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Sliding out of the pocket. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here's a give to Herbert.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Flush to his right. The ball comes out, and that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line.
Well, Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal.
From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Santos' kick is up and through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
2 fantastic games coming up to wrap up Week 4, the first weekend in October. Tonight, the Chiefs and Buccaneers from Tampa. That's a rematch of Super Bowl 55, of course. And then Monday night, rematch of last year's NFC Championship game, the Rams and Niners from Santa Clara. Coverage on that one, 8:15 Eastern.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Dancing, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return is Jones. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
We switch the attention now to Khalil Herbert as this offense comes out for their next drive.
He's in a zone, 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Now it's Fields. They'll set up the screen to Herbert, and he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Back to throw, Fields.
Nowhere to go here. He lost lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball is going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
Jones. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw.
And now he'll fire deep downfield for James.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Richie James, 58 yards.
And the Giants will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 14-10. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. We switch the attention now to Khalil Herbert as this offense comes out for their next drive.
Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Giants are going to get the football back at their own 17.
The CD, I know it's just...
His second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now Jones on first down. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They're trying to get back on track. They had the loss last week to the Dallas Cowboys. The good news, they've got the lead right now. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The former third-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole, 3rd and long. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
Jones on the return. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here's Herbert.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
93 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll go again with Herbert.
And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Now Herbert.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but eventually they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the kick.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turned the ball over. Terrible.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Following the fumble recovery, Jones.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
When Chicago lost his starting back, David Montgomery, for an early 4-game stretch, Herbert really stepped up and impressed a lot of people. Put up 344 yards in those games and convinced a lot of folks that he has what it takes to start full-time.
Fields on 1st down.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. So they get the interception and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick six, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
And really a heck of an effort there to duck out of one tackle, but it winds up only going for a yard.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Barkley again.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different.
Touchdown! Jordan Akins. with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Giants take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Gano for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The return is Jones from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chicago offense set to get started.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
They'll run. It's Herbert.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. But we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Herbert once more.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Forced out to his left.
Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Giants are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Barkley, inside handoff.
41 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Jordan Akins, a 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Quick slant complete to OBJ. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And some room to work. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
Crossing the field, Beckham makes a catch.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
To the air again, Fields.
Caught on the slant. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Montgomery is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
Fields trying to throw for it.
And he's going to get in for the 2 points, and that'll make this a 10-point game. And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I
Really?
want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football, you've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. Room here to run. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Giants.
Saquon Barkley, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Escaping the pressure right. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Kayvon Thibodeaux
Brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
4th down. Fields has to have this one.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to take over in great field position. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Giants, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with a green.